where a woman from Germany, she called me and she said that Christian Prince is lying about the satanic verses, right? And they said to her, where in Ibn Kathir it says what he's saying? Where in Ibn Kathir it says what he is saying? If you go to Ibn Kathir in English, you don't see it. So what happened? Ibn Kathir in English have nothing to do with Ibn Kathir in Arabic. Usually, and I'm surprised by the way that this line is there here, because usually they delete anything will bring embarrassment to Islam, like the satanic verses. So if we go right now and search for satanic verses here about al-gharānīq, this is chapter 22, verse number 52. The video is there. I don't know if you have it. You can watch it. So they say to her, you know, he's lying. It's not there. Go read in Ibn Kathir. We cannot find it. Right? And the way they do it is simply go to Ibn Kathir in English. All right. So the Quran says, chapter 22, verse number 52, never did we send a messenger or a prophet before, but a Quran throw in his whatever. So actually the Quran confirmed that Muhammad, he received satanic verses. So how you deny it? However, if we go right now, and this is Ibn Kathir in English, 22, 52, we will not find the story about Muhammad speaking about the three daughters of Allah and their intercession is a must. Where it goes? Isn't it, this is a translation? You see, when somebody translate, he translate. You don't add words. You don't take off words. Right? You don't add words. If the verse saying in front of us that, you know, shaitan he throw, that means shaitan he throw. If the Ibn Kathir saying in the Arabic book that the prophet he recite the three daughters of Allah, their intercession is a must, and then he bow down and they bow down with him, I mean worshipping them. We should put that as it is in the Qur'an, in the English translation. But if we go right now, we will not find it. But if we go in the Arabic, we will find it. Isn't it amazing? This is why I say to you, you cannot really debate Muslims based in your own knowledge, which you learned from books printed by Muslims. Like now, if I want to debate a Muslim and only I speak English, I have no other way to know that this is really not what Ibn Kathir is saying. They took it off. They delete everything. Where is the story? I cannot find it. And actually you will see that explaining the story here about the satanic verses, it's just a few lines. Look how many lines, 3 lines, 4 lines. But if you go in the Arabic Ibn Kathir, which is the book of Ibn Kathir, the rest is just a translation, you know. Let us show you Ibn Kathir translation. Give me a second. This is why always I say to you, you have to be careful debating the Muslim, the Muhammadan is not a debate, it's a game. Because even if someone he translate, you see, how even you accept him as a translator when he is cutting off pages? How in the world you accept that? So I will go to the official government website of the government of Jordan. In front of you. Chapter 22, verse number 52. And then we will choose Ibn Kathir. Here we go. Ibn Kathir. Click display. And you will see how huge and how long the translation, the interpretation is. And not only that, you will find that the first line in the top, from the beginning of the interpretation, speaking about the three daughters of Allah, right away, not later. The first line, Ibn Kathir explaining the verses, right away he speak about the three daughters of, and here Ibn Kathir is trying to refute. Ibn Kathir, by the way, is like a YouTuber these days, trying to refute the Christians. And according to him, this is not accepted, There is many reported it, but it is, they say it's a mursal. But who care? Why you take it off? Why you take it off from the translation? Same time, according to you, it is rejected. According to the rest, it is accepted. This is why it's there. Who are you? Ibn Kathir. And the funny is that Muhammad, they say, if somebody came 200 years after Jesus, we don't accept him. How many years your prophet came after Jesus? How many years Ibn Kathir he came after Muhammad? Almost 800 years after Muhammad. So how the one who came long before Muhammad, like al-Tabari, but long before Ibn Kathir, is not accepted for you now, and you want to accept Ibn Kathir? Same time, at least be honest and say what Ibn Kathir is saying. So here, this is Ibn Kathir. The first line, you translate to English. I will do it in front of your eyes. The first line from the beginning, it says, this is here the story of al-gharānīq, the three daughters of Allah. You see it? Many commentators. Who are those commentators? Muslims, scholars, have mentioned here the story of al-gharānīq and the return of many immigrants. Many of those, they went to Ethiopia, because now Muhammad and the Muslims and the pagans, which are Muslims too, they are worshipping the same God, and they are worshipping the three daughters of Allah. Why they came back? This is how bad it was, because obviously this is not one incident. If the news went all the way to Ethiopia, this means it took a long time, and it was practiced for a while. Why? Because Muhammad, he said that those when Muhammad he was praying, and this is Ibn Kathir saying, quoting what other scholars they say, when the Messenger of Allah was praying, he said, have you consider Lāt and Uzzā and the last the Manāt, okay, and their intercession is to be requested or needed. And then he bowed down, and they bowed down with him too. But look, all of this, we cannot find one word of it. Look how long this page is. Look, all of this is about the daughters of Allah. Look, all of this. We go down, the page is so long still. All of this. And then the page is 3 pages, not only this. After all of this, you will find that here still we have in page number 1. And there's page number 2. And there's page number 3. All of this cannot be found on the Arabic translation. It's gone in the English translation. Where is the story? The first line should be in the translation is the same about what we mentioned, that they bowed down to the 3 daughters of Allah. But we don't even find the mentioning of the 3 daughters of Allah here. Nowhere. So do you understand why you cannot consider Muslim books to learn Islam? You cannot. 3 pages from the Arabic book of Ibn Kathir are deleted. Yeah, this is Ibn Kathir in Arabic. I'll give it to you. And this link, as you know, as I told you, this is the official government website of the Kingdom of Jordan. You can go down in the bottom and you can contact them if you want. This is why Muslims, Muhammadans, when they see somebody who speak Arabic, they escape the person. When they did that, he decided to debate. It was a big mistake. And he's Sharush, an Arab Christian. He debated him for the first debate. The second debate did that, he ran away. The guy, Anish Sharush, he came to the debate place, and the dad never show up.